Hello everyone and welcome to another bachatarockstar Hearthstone video. It's the card reveal stream card analysis. These cards literally just came out minutes ago. I want to keep things up to date for you, the fans, the players, the people that are super excited about this new expansion. Literally unclickable. Look, I'm clicking on it right now and it's not coming up because these are just screenshots from the actual streams. I'm doing this up to the minute updates. Don't get too excited about the first card. The other cards are better. Don't worry. First card, Snow Flipper Penguin. It's a 0 mana 1/1 beast. So, initial thoughts. It's Beast Wisp. Yay! That's awesome. It's also a slight buff or nerf to the Deathstalker Rexar. For those of you who know, obviously you combine the mana costs and the stats. So, you're getting 0 mana for a 1/1 onto another beast. So if you just need a quick, cheap, like flip it, let's go beast, you know, I just need a 2 mana card or I need a 4 mana beast or whatever and give it +1/+1. That's what this does. This basically gives +1/+1 to a beast and then allows you to cast it for the same mana cost. So, like I said, could be a nerf to Deathstalker Rexar or a buff to Deathstalker Rexar depending on how you look at it. But all in all, neat card. I'm just glad it's in the set. We need more wisps like this. I was sad that Murloc Tiny Fin got rotated out. So, Shadow Blade. 3 mana, 3/2 rogue card. Battle Cry. Your hero is immune this turn. Not the rogue card we needed, but it's the rogue card that we got. In a vacuum, this card is good, right? 3 mana, 3/2. Okay, that's reasonable. Worth playing, I would say. And Battlecry, your hero is immune this turn, so it does mean that you have to swing. I think that's a bit of a drawback. I think this should just be your hero is immune this when you swing, your hero is immune for the turn. And yeah, that would make this card really strong, but you know what? Rogue just needs some strong cards because doggone it, they got that stupid card with lifesteal that gives your weapon lifesteal. And I want to put that on this card, and I want to gain 3 life without having to fucking take 3 damage. That's still not a good combo. Now, the nice part is, though, it's a 3 mana 3/2. So, you're very likely to kill the things that are being played on turn 3. Either with this or with another minion. Maybe a backstab in this kills something with 5 health. There are applications there. You know, this and a deadly poison makes it a 5/2 weapon, and then you swing in and you kill a 5-drop on turn 4. Deadly poison making a comeback? I think so for sure. That being said, it's not enough. It's not enough. A 3 mana 3/2 weapon is overcosted, and unfortunately, I think this Battle Cry is too much. It should be your hero is immune on your turn until you swing. I don't know if there's a way to work that mechanic in, but that's what it should have been. Then this card would have been very nice. Right now, I think this card is going to be underwhelming and is not going to see the kind of play that I would like it to see. But I could be wrong. You know, like this is definitely a card where it's like, it's just good enough to not see play and just good enough to see play. So I'm going to give it exactly a 4.5. I think it is just under playable. Defile. Warlock card. 2 mana, deal 1 damage to all minions. If any die, cast this again. Neat. I have noticed that the classes that traditionally have trouble dealing 1 damage, i.e. Priest, i.e. Warlock, are getting cards that allow them to deal 1 damage. I mean, this is what made Shaman's Maelstrom Portal so good, is that it gave Shaman a 1 damage AoE, and it didn't have that before. And so now Warlock's getting it. But the neat part is about Defile is deal 1 damage to all minions if any die cast this again. allows you to try to set up your opponent's board in a way that has 1 health, 2 health, 3 health, 4 health, 5 health minions. Then you play this motherfucker and it just wipes them clean. Now, they didn't go over this, but this was my big question. Casting this card and killing 3 minions, does that count as 3 spells for Yogg, or does that count as 1 spell for Yogg? I don't know, but I hope it's 3 spells, because then Yoggstrand is going to be sick, and we're going to get to play him all day or day, which is going to be awesome. So, I think this card is great. I think getting the 1 damage AoE is something that Warlock has always wanted. And so now, notice we've got a 1 damage AoE in Defile, we've got a 3 damage AoE in Hellfire, and then we've got a 5 damage AoE in Fellfire Potion. I wish that Defile did damage to opponent, to all characters. That would really thematically fit Warlock. That being said, neat card, really cool. And yeah, you know, like you can trade off your own board and then, like I said, get this set up and do some math and then boom. And so this card does require you to do some thinking and some planning, and I like that about that card too. Card Cryostasis. This is a Shaman card, and this is the first of the second of the additional freeze mechanics given to Shaman. It's give a minion +3/+3 and freeze it. So, initially my thoughts are, well, you have a taunt minion, and then you buff it and freeze it. That's fine. You know, and then when it comes back to your turn, you just swing again. No big deal. Right? If you, so let's say you play Thing from Below, right? You attack with Thing from Below. Then you play Cryostasis. Now it's an 8/8 with taunt. And it doesn't get to attack, but when it comes back to your turn, it's unfrozen again. I think. If I remember correctly. But even if it is frozen, so what? It's a big old taunt. It's all good. And the thing that really makes this card surprisingly strong, surprisingly good, is Morabi. 6 mana, 4/4 Shaman card. Whenever another minion is frozen, add a copy of it to your hand. Now, 6 mana, 4/4, obviously is quite understandable. That being said, Morabi on turn 8, Cryostasis onto any minion, not just yours, opponent's minions. Get a copy put into your hand. Turn 7, play this and Frost Shock, boom. Give me that bad boy back. Yeah. Now, let's imagine even more that you have an Icebreaker up. Morabi on turn 6, or on turn 7. Frost Shock something. Get a copy of it in your hand. Swing, kill it. Tempo swing. Huge tempo swing with potential future tempo swing. So, the effect is neat. The effect is awesome. The idea of freezing is really cool. I would assume that the Shaman hero has some sort of freeze. Has some sort of freeze effect thing that really makes Morabi go off, and then you play a super duper value Spirit Echoes late game kind of thing going on with Shaman, and where they just keep getting copies of cards back, freeze, chill, delay. I mean, the deck is there. I can see the deck being there. So I do think this card setup is pretty hard to pull off. And so that would be my caveat. That would be the thing that would sort of hold me back from giving this a really high rating. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Eternal Servitude. 4 mana, Priest spell. Discover a friendly minion that died this game. Summon it. This card is OP. Fucking OP. Just flat out, I'm going to say it. 10 out of 10. Ridiculous. OP. Great card. What was the one thing that made Resurrect bad? It was a random minion. Now you get to discover a minion. Yes, sometimes you won't discover the exact minion you want, but you got 3 shots at it. So all you gotta do is fill your deck with good minions, and boom. Now, remember, you don't get the battle cry. It's summon it. It's just like Amber. You get the body and the stats. So, this makes non-battle cry minions for Priest way better. And it also makes battle cry minions for Priest way worse. So, where is the best place to put this deck in? A Death Rattle deck. Right? Awaken the Makers, viable again. I mean, just play Cairn. It dies. Discover a Cairn. Look, it's back for 4 mana. Fucking A. This would also encourage you to play somewhat beefier minions now. With the original Awaken the Makers deck, you were trying to just spam little tiny 2 1s, 1 2 2s, and all that stuff. I think this is actually going to encourage you to want to play bigger, stronger minions, so the likelihood of you discovering a bigger, stronger minion is increased. So, bigger, stronger Death Rattles, keep those in mind. And this card, boom, sickness. 10 out of 10, my first 10 out of 10. Doomed Apprentice. 3 mana, 3/2, your opponent's spells cost 1 more. Neat. Neat little addition. Neat little card. Any good? No. It's 3 mana. It's too expensive. Yes, your opponent's spell costs 1 more. Yes, there's the idea that you are disrupting your opponent a little bit. But on turn 3, what spells is he trying to cast? Maybe this prevents a fireball shooting up your ass. Maybe. Maybe this prevents a brawl? Maybe. So, I do think this card is good. I do think it will see play, but it's definitely more of a tech card choice. It's definitely one of those things where you're like, okay, my opponent is probably going to play a Flame Strike here. I'll play Doomed Apprentice. Now it delays it for a turn. Or he's going to have to kill it first. But as time goes on, it becomes easier and easier to kill this card, and then the drawback doesn't really stick. A lot of times your opponent sees this card come out, and he's just like, alright, I'll kill it with my minions then, and still cast my Flame Strike. Whoop-a-da-doop. And so this card is really good for disrupting early to mid-game spells, and delaying those can be pretty powerful. And so, given the right situation, given the right deck, given the right player, this card can be quite good. But do I believe it's going to see widespread play? No, I don't think so. I think it's too hard to slot in your deck. If this was 2 mana, fine. Perfect. It should be 2 mana. Should be 2 mana. It's a fucking mage card, man. You're not supposed to overcost and understat fucking class cards. You know? Give this to Warrior and it's a 3/4. Prince Valinar. 4 mana, 4/4 legendary. Battlecry. If your deck has no 4-cost cards, gain lifesteal and taunt. I gotta admit, these Prince cards are terrible. They just suck. The effect is not good enough on any of them. Not even the 2-cost dude. It's like they don't realize how bad it is to not have these specific costing cards in your deck. This would be fine if it was 5 mana, 5/5. There are a lot of decks that don't run 5-drops or only run 1 5-drop, and then losing that to replace with this is fine. Right? This is what makes at least the Trailblazer so good. It's a 5-drop, but you know what? It's a good 5-drop, and it's fine, and it's got a solid body, and I'll take it. And yes, getting lifesteal and taunt is great. Give me a little extra healing. But no 4-cost cards, none. Paladin's not running this. Druid's not running this. No swipe. Mage is not running this. No fireball. Maybe Rogue? Rogue has kind of shitty 4-drops. Alright, maybe Rogue. You know, maybe this is the healing card that Rogue needs. Does this count for Corpse Taker? I don't know. It'd be good. If it did, that'd be great. Because then I could combine the two, and that'd be really sick. But guess what? Corpse Taker's a 4-cost card. Ah, shit. So that combo's out the door. See what I mean? Even the good, like, neutral 4-drop thingies that we're getting, I can't play with this card. And so what? So it's a 4/4 lifesteal taunt. There's only one of them! There's only one of them! That's the fucking point. The legendary. God, these cards are terrible. Fuck, man. I thought the stupid pig dudes from MSG were bad. These are really bad. People are going to try, and they're just going to see that they're bad. This card is poop. It's garbage. I'm sorry. Like, normally I'm like, oh, well, let me think about this. Let me think about that. Let's think about all the different scenarios and all that. No. 4-cost cards. They picked the 3 worst mana card slots to do this with. 2, 3, and 4. Yes, I realize that those are the ones where it is a legitimate drawback. Oh my god, no 7-cost cards in your deck. So what? I only have 2 anyway. No 8-cost cards in my deck. I've only run Tyrion, so whatever. I wish they did this for every mana slot cost. And then what you want to do is just see the effect get progressively worse. Prince Keleseth, okay, interesting effect, but it only affects your deck. You only get one of them, and you get no 2-cost cards? I mean, at least that's not so bad because you can mitigate it with your hero power. But this? And the 3-cost, dude? It's like, do they not realize how bad it is to not have these cost cards? I mean, that's pretty much it. Just they're like, let's get the Mechanica. Whatever. I've talked about this card enough. Poop. Legit poop. 1, maybe a 2. Not going to see play. Very, very fringe in bad decks. Dead Man's Hand. 2 mana warrior card. Warrior gets another weird card. Shuffle a copy of your hand into your deck. Value? Yay? So, scenarios where I can see this card seeing play. Right away, for instance, you're playing a longer control-y style deck. Taunt Warrior. Oftentimes with just hero power on turn 2. So guess what? This can be the new hero power. And then you shuffle all the awesome taunt minions that you have in your hand back into your deck, therefore making your deck even longer, therefore delaying the need for you to like race to get Sulfurous. Neat. Alright, I got that. Maybe some sort of control warrior, some sort of fatigue warrior can use this. Because now if you get 2 copies of Dead Man's Hand in your hand, you play this, Dead Man's Hand goes back into your deck. The rest of the cards that you have in your hand go back in your deck. And now you're spamming infinite, right? So, I can see it. So then you had the original copy. So you had 2 copies, right? You cast 1. It puts a copy back in your deck. You hold this one until you draw the 3rd one. Now you have 2 copies again. You play that. It puts it back in your deck. You bring it back. Aha! See what I mean? So you're always shuffling your entire hand back into your deck. Now, granted, it's going to take a lot of turns. But guess what? You're warrior. You tank up. You get armor. All of a sudden, the gain 10 armor card, Bring It On, looking pretty good now in combo with this card. So, like I said before, Exploring Goro, Bring It On, Dead Man's Hand. Warrior got some weird shit. I think they're just trying to push a control warrior again. But guess what? J Druid is still a thing. Spreading Plague. 5 mana, summon a 1/5 Scarab with Taunt. If your opponent has more minions, cast this again. Again, does this work for Yogg-Saron? I don't know. But if it does, Yogg-Saron and Druid, even better. This is Unleash the Scarabs. I know I'm not the first person to make that joke, but I'm going to make it anyway. So, if Unleash the Hounds summoned 1/5 minions with Taunt, how much would it cost? Probably 5 mana. So there you go. Like, well statted. Good card. And guess what? Token Druid just got another card that you have to worry about on top of Living Mana. In a strange way, though, is this card going to actually work in Token Druid? Because Token Druid typically controls the board with its little dudes. It's not just going face, and it actually rarely does your opponent have enough stuff to make this card worth it in that sense. So what you kind of want to play this in is like a big easy druid, or maybe even Hadronox druid. So that way you can get back all these taunt minions that died. You're thinking synergies. Fucking synergies a lot of mine. And last but not least, we've got the already spoiled card of Frostlich Jaina, but we get to see the hero power. 9 mana, 5 heal, summon a water elemental. Your elementals have lifesteal this game, and the hero power, deal 1 damage. If this kills a minion, summon a water elemental. That is sick. I knew it was going to be something along the lines of getting more water. Elemental, stall them out, Frostlich Jaina, a legitimate freeze mage is now a thing. Grind them out with consistent water elementals over and over and over again. Now, here is the problemo. Even if you get off the water elemental every single turn, all you're really doing is adding a water elemental. As good as that card is, if the icy touch was deal 1 damage, summon a water elemental, even that I would question its strength. I think they think this card is a lot stronger than it actually is. Water elementals don't have taunt. Water elementals don't have charge. Water elementals freeze shit, but you might play this on turn 9 and already be dead. Like, a lot of times this card will just simply not matter because you're fucking dead already. You're going to have to play a very super control-y, super heavy, super late game deck to make this card work, with a lot of card draw and a lot of ways to damage your opponent to get them down to 1, to get them to ping them and they die. So, it's neat. It's interesting. You're going to have to build a deck completely around this card. That being said, I don't know if this card is going to be good enough. I honestly think the effect is too slow. It's interesting. I'm going to try it out for sure. Maybe there's some sort of quest, Frostlich Jaina deck that you can make. So instead of Antonidas, you actually just spam a bunch of water elementals, freeze your opponent's board, and keep going to town. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like this doesn't win you the game. I feel like it just kind of keeps you alive to win the game. Animated Berserker. 1 mana, 1/3 warrior card. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. Well, as we all know, 1 mana, 1/3s are quite good. So already stat line is great. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. So what does this do? It enables enrage mechanics. It enables Acolyte of Pain immediately. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know. I had one more. I forgot what it was. But that's pretty much it. You know, Amani Berserker on 2. Now I got a 5/2. Yay. Acolyte of Pain on 3. Now I got a 1/2 Acolyte of Pain, but I already drew a card. Nice. Sucks for Divine Shield minions, but it's Warrior. How many Divine Shield minions do I have? You know, it's just that one little itty bitty ping. It's that little bitty ting. You know, it's different. It's different. Cool card, neat. Will it see play? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, with the newest warrior weapon, the Razor something, I forget. I don't know. 4 mana, 2/2, that battle cries and death rattles, whirlwind effect. I'd rather play that over this, and maybe this fits into an enraged tempo style deck. Right? Monty Berserker on 2, Twister Organ on 3, Acolyte of Pain, Grommash. It's a Grommash enabler. Alright, that's cool. Maybe Grom makes a comeback now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Possible. I think Grom makes a comeback just because there's so many hurt your stuff mechanics now in Warrior. So, yeah. Maybe the Enrage deck becomes a thing, and this is a staple in it. So, like right now, I don't think it's going to make the cut, but I could see actually building a different deck, an Enrage style deck, and this becoming a part of it. So, cool card. Pretty neat. 5.5 out of 5. Like, I think it'll see Fringe play in a Fringe deck. Sanguine Reveler. 1 mana, 1/1, battle cry, destroy a friendly minion, and gain +2/+2. So it's a 1 mana 3/3 that destroys a minion. Egglock! Yes! Oh, I was looking for a card like this to finally make my Death Rattle N'Zoth Egglock wipe the board, kill your shit card. This is going to be a very nice addition to that particular deck. Is that deck strong and viable? Probably not. But I love it. I love this card. I think it's so neat. I'm totally going to use it. I'm totally going to play it. The idea of, it's this and Void Terror and the Pterodax, Vicious Pterodax. I forget the name. Anyway, the 4 mana 4/4 that eats something and adapts twice. All 3 of those cards are great. Are great with eggs. They're great with loot hoarders. They're, yeah, just those things that really want to die and then bring back something else. I mean, it'd be really good in Wild, like Shredders, any sort of Shredder. Fucking A. Like just, there's a surprising amount of applications to this card that are really good. And, yeah, I'm excited to use it. Now, again, do I think the deck's actually going to be good? No. But is it going to meme the shit out of people? Yeah. And so, I love this card. I can't wait to meme the shit out of people. But it's going to get a 4.5, meaning just under viability, because the deck that I believe it's going to fit in is not actually going to be good. I'm going to love it, and I'm going to play the shit out of it. And it's going to create some nice videos. But is it actually going to be competitively viable? Probably not. Howling Commander. 3 mana, 2/2, battle cry, draw a Divine Shield minion from your deck. 3 mana, 2/2 with a draw card. Yeah, I'll play that. 3 mana, 2/2 that draws a specific card. Yeah, I'll play that. Understated? Sure. As good as Arcanologist? Nope. Arcanologist is great because it's a 2 mana card that drew you a specific card, but that card was a secret. You knew it was coming, and then you could play that secret on turn 3. Is this card as good as that card? Fuck no, not even close. You're guaranteed to draw a minion, which you then have to pay the mana cost for, but as a Divine Shield minion, aha, there's a bunch of losing Divine Shield synergies going on in Paladin. This card is going to aid that. Now, I'll be honest, I don't even think I would run this card in a Divine Shield dedicated deck. You know what I'm going to do with it? Put every single fucking regular card in my deck, put this card in my deck, and then summon fucking Tyrion every goddamn day, and always have Tyrion on 8, which is where I think this card is actually going to fit. Either I want to bring out Tyrion, or I want to bring out Wicker Flame. That's it. And even then, I probably wouldn't play Wicker Flame. I just want to get Tyrion. Just give me my Tyrion. Give me my Tyrion on turn 8 every goddamn time, and this card allows me to do that. Now, what I love about this card, let's play this on turn 7 with a 4-drop. Oh, snap. Now we got a 2/2, a 4-drop, and here comes Tyrion slamming down on turn 8 every time. That's where this card is going to see play. No, I'm not going to put this in the Divine Shield, Bolvar, Light Sorrow deck. Fuck that shit, dude. Honestly, that deck is not going to be viable. And I'm a Paladin player, because I'm going to try. But I do not have high hopes for that particular deck. I definitively have high hopes for this card giving me Tyrion every goddamn time. So that's my point. That is my point. This is guaranteed Tyrion, not guaranteed, but gonna get Tyrion on turn 8 every time with this card. That is the way I'm going to play it. Pretty much. So yeah, definitely good card. I'm going to see play. 7 out of 10. Strong card. Minute of fighting? Nope. But we'll see a significant amount of play in a lot of decks. Last but not least for this video is the Venom Strike Trap. 2 mana, secret. When one of your minions is attacked, summon a 2/3 poisonous cobra. That's pretty good, actually. I actually really like that. Snake Trap gives you 3/1/1s. This gives you a 2/3 that kills shit. That's really good. And that's a very nice addition to the secret tree, I guess, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just another one of those things where, like, it's going to be tough to play around all these secrets. And with Putricide, this is a really good one to get off of Putricide. I like it. It's a good card. Neat. Will it see a ton of play? Probably only in secret dedicated hunter decks, but those secret dedicated hunter decks have gotten a really nice tool. So it's going to be, 5.5, 6. If Secret Hunter is viable, this card will be a part of it. But I think it's only going to see play in a Secret Hunter deck. It's not going to be viable in a lot of different decks. So there you go. All right. Hey, guys, thank you so much. This was quick and dirty reveal stream analysis. Really appreciate you being here. Really appreciate you seeing it. Thank you so much again. And don't forget, every zoo is a petting zoo. Unless you're a little bitch. Oh yeah, love this shirt. Keep learning, keep rocking, and the Rockstar will see you.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos, you can see the most recent videos here. You can see a recommended playlist here. And if you want to subscribe, you go right here. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep rocking, and the Rockstar will see you later.